see. People here is okay. I see more people doing it. Awesome. Here is the creation brainstorming. This is the right. So everybody has it. No excuse. Right? So you can find it here in the this, you can find it, and we're good to go, right? Oh. So this is the document that I sent last week, right? Now, this is the same thought process that I used to create offers, right? Now, I also include something that is not directly correlated to offers, just because, I mean, since we are starting to create the right offer, right, we need to start with in the right direction, right? So that's why I want to, let's remove the things that you don't need, right? Okay. So this is super important. For example, for you, Dexter, based on what you said earlier today, right? Remember, people reject unwelcome attempt to persuade them, meaning we are teaching them, we are trying to sell them something, we are offering them something they didn't ask in the first place, right? But at the same time, they cannot resist to what they cannot detect, right? So this is the goal here, right? Get into the, hey, yes, I'm struggling with this. Do you know, can I fix this? Yeah, of course, here's the solution, right? And this is the offer, this is the link, right? Now, I do want to go through all the document again because we did this already last week, right? You have a few examples here, things you can take inspiration from. But remember, who makes you different? What are you known for? And what are other people doing wrong, right? Because the thing is, if you don't know what you offer, you don't know if you are attracting the right people, and basically you don't know what content should you create, right?
Yeah.
Because this is the problem, right? So of course, it's not because you do, it's not because you're not good, Dexter, it's just because it's normal, right? Let's create the offer first, and then we can work, our way up through all the different things, right? So all the other questions, right, all the other points are just, directions, right? Because as you can see here, the thought process is, A, what problem am I solving, right? What does my target want in life? So let's say they are selling to people that are working 9 to 5. Okay, what's the number one thing that they would like to cross off their to-do list, right? Or can I do something, or can I offer them something to help them get to their result faster or with less, effort, right? This is how you can make money like super fast. Now, as a affiliate marketer, you can create the offer, but at the same time, you always have to stick a little bit with the product, right? Because otherwise, it's not congruent. But if you follow these directions, you can create the offer like the right offer. And by the way, guys, the first breakthrough here should be never think that you have to marry the offer, right? Because this is how it goes. This is literally how it goes. Please note, step 1, idea, right? First offer, let's say, first offer. Then we have validate the idea, right? Guys, what do you think? What is the meaning of validate the idea? What do we mean here? The step one is the idea. Okay, I think that it's a good thing to sell people, I don't know, I can review your profile funnel, or I can help you create 35 contents, or I can close your sales for free just for commission, whatever it is, right? So this is the idea. What do you think is validated idea? What's the meaning? What's the meaning?
It's probably if you give your offer, you send out your offer and you ask people to pay for it. See if at the end of the day is that if they're willing to pay for it for even if it's $1 or whatever, they'll give something of them to you.
Testing to see if the market wants it, right? And once you validate the idea, you refine the offer, or you change the
The
offer
gods are dead, and
and
the tree
go back to
of life.
point one, right? So we have point one here, two, three, right?
Idrisu.
Because, I mean, we have no crystal ball here. This happened to us as well. This happened to everybody. So, at some point we said, hey Blake, listen, why don't we create an offer that involves ABC? Boom. We made money like crazy. Okay? 50K in 15 days. That was crazy. At some point we said, hey, why don't we do this? Flop. We made $20. And then we said, oh, seems like our market, seems like the market don't want this, don't like this. Let's do something different, right? This is the validate the idea stage, right? We don't know what works. Please remember the flipping the coin mindset. You remember this, yeah? Flipping the coin. When you flip the coin, if you get the ad, you make money. If it otherwise, you don't make money. You're not losing anything, right? It's not that, if you get the ad, okay, make $100. If you lose, you lose $100. No. You can only win, right? You either win or nothing happens. So the more offers, the better. Because if you test one, please remember. Make sense, guys? Please tell me if you disagree or if you don't get it or you don't understand. Please tell me, right? I just want to make sure that it makes sense to you guys, because otherwise, if you just say yes and then no, who cares? This does work. I don't need this. You don't do it. You don't get results, right? So
Yeah, it makes sense.
cool. So please
see-
remember the flipping the coin mindset. Please remember, before going here, this is super important, guys. Like really. Okay? Really. Because, this is the second one, right? But these two are super, super important. Because if you start thinking of what if it doesn't work, what if nobody comment under my post, What if other people see that I'm not getting results? Who cares? Who freaking cares, right? So remember, flip it the coin mindset. Hey, let me just try this offer. If it works, who cares? If it works, great. If not, who cares, right? And remember, nobody will be there to save you. It's up to you. It's your own responsibility to get the work done, to get results. At the same time, other people, your friends on Facebook or people that you know, they will never pay your bills, right? So that's why if we have an offer, if we have an idea, let's try. If it works, awesome. If not, who cares? Okay. Now, this is super important because when we test offers, okay, I mean, there is no other option, right? Or maybe you can copy somebody else's offer that is working, that you know for sure that is working, and then you can change it a little bit. Or maybe you can apply this towards your market, right? Yes, this works. But sometimes it's easier to just think about yourself first. Because let's make it a point, is remember, your past self is your avatar today, right? Is this plain English? Yeah, I think so. Right? So let's say that I was just starting in the affiliate marketing space, right? Okay, I didn't know anything about content creation. What should I post about? How to open a conversation? How to close people? Let's say that right now you don't know how to close people. You're not even making money. But right now you just discovered, you just got the point of starting conversation or creating content. You don't have to be the most successful guy in the game to be able to sell something to someone, right? Or to offer your mentorship or to teach something to someone, right? So even if on a scale to 1 to 10, right, you're not at 10 because you're not making 100K a month, that's cool. But let's say that you got from 0 to 5 because now you know how to create content, leave shifting content, how to attract the right people, how to repel the wrong ones, how to get rid of freebie seekers. You can teach this.
Can I just?
Now,
I've got a thought about if a person, for example, walks into if I, for example, is an tomato farmer and I more specifically small cherry tomatoes, and I go to a tomato conference, farmers conference, and I pitch up there, and nobody knows who I know, nobody knows who I am, and I start talking to people, then it would be by talking to people about the subject, you can establish your authority, and that is if you're in your niche. So if I just a thought that occurred to me.
yeah, like this is an amazing example. Let me tell you why, guys. Kyle, what's your 9 to 5 job at the moment?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, what's your 9 to 5 job? What's your main occupation at the moment?
Oh, so this is gonna be there's no specific title for it, but mostly it's gonna be customer relation.
Okay, customer relation.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's say,
Mm-hmm.
sorry for picking you as example, but just to, I don't want to
Yeah.
make up too many examples. So let's take something from reality. Customer relationship. Let's say that I want to sell a training on how to save time for 9 to 5ers or for employees. Okay. How much can I sell it for? $10, $50? Let's say that I want to sell something for customer relationship experts. Can I raise the price? Of course, because it's more specific. Let's say that I want to sell a program that help you save time or time management for customer relationship expert in hedge fund companies. Can I sell it for more? Fuck yeah, for $4,000, $5,000. Do you see the difference? It's the same information. It's basically the same information, right? The same thing that you can teach to an employee for $50 that is helping him save time, right? This is the same thing that you can teach to an high-level entrepreneur or high-level employee for, I don't know, VC, hedge funding, whatever it is, right? Real estate agent that are working with multi-million-dollar buildings or whatever it is, right? The more you are specific, the more you niche down, the more others see you as an expert. Or the more money you can ask for the same service. Why? Because it's specific. Because let's say that I don't know Kyle and I don't know Grove. Grove is the expert in time management, and Kyle is the expert in time management for customer relationship expert in the hedge fund companies business. I'm gonna go for Kyle. Hey, listen, I don't know you guys, but I'm a customer relationship expert in a company that works with hedge fund for $3 trillion. So you know what? Let me stick to Kyle, right? Maybe Grove is better than Kyle. Maybe Grove's course, Grove's mentorship, Grove's coaching business, whatever it is better than Kyle's one. But the positioning that Kyle is using is more powerful. Do you see my point, Grove? So getting back to your example, absolutely yes. Let's just find, because the thing is, I can change, like I can, if I'm in the testing phase, right? If I'm validating the idea. So I can try this road, this way. If it works, awesome. If not, okay, let's change. But please be careful. You can be the expert in time management today, closing sales tomorrow, dealing with the objection the next day, or AI automation the next day, you see? So just try to pick something that relates to your business, to your experience. And the easy way to find this out is just ask yourself, what's your area of expertise? Like what's simple for you that is not simple for others? Right? Or what was the problem for you? What was the struggle for you in the past that is not a struggle anymore? Or it's not that much of a struggle right now, right?
I've got an example like that. Yesterday, I was with friends of mine, and I go with him for coffee, and they say to me, "Yeah, Javier, you know everything. It comes natural to you. You just know what to do." I said, "No, I don't know what to do. To you it looks like I just know. It took many years to learn, and in many cases." Things that I've learned, you learn things that you forgot how you got there. It's like riding a bicycle or a car. You just do it, just know something.
Yeah, and the problem is that when you compare yourself to other people, this is when you feel that you know nothing. You're not an expert, right? Of course.
That's how I
But
feel.
if you compare Grove now in April 2023 to Grove in April 2021, 2022, it's another, it's another individual, right?
It's like first time I went to a coaching, to a live coaching, the guy stood in front and he was talking things that I never heard about it. My head spinned. He's literally, I couldn't think, how can you remember all these things, all this stuff? And now, a couple of years later, I know what he knows. And yeah, it's...
You see, it's just like, if I ask Kyle, hey, what are the 3 most important things in the customer relationship space? Getting to know your customer, understanding what's the problem, and be able to manage the team so that we can help him. I don't know, I'm just making it up, right? But the thing is, for him, it's normal. If I ask you, or if I ask me, for example, if you ask me, maybe I don't know, right? Or maybe I say things just because I'm trying to look like, I know my thing, but this is not the case, right? So, for example, I can speak like for 3 hours straight about sales process, sales goals, sales, yada, 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 because it's my area of expertise, right? Of course, if I want to compare myself to Jordan Belfort, I know shit, right? But at the same time, I know more than 90% of the people there. Why? Because of my experience, not because of the book I read, right? So if you started doing affiliate marketing last year, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, doesn't matter, right? The things that you know now are the things that you can teach to other people. Or let's say that you created something different, or you're just copying somebody else's strategy, but at the same time, you just tweak it in a different way, right? You can teach this to other people, or you can use this as a lead magnet, right? To start a conversation, right? Let me go back to the document because I opened the other view here just to see your. Wait a second. Okay. I think we have it here. You see, offer, it's because of the offer that you create content. It's not the otherwise. It's not, hey, I don't know what to do. Let me create content. And then if someone stick to the content, if someone asks me something, or let me create content just because I'm supposed to create content. At the same time, let me call DM someone. And if something happened, I will figure out what the offer is. No, it doesn't work this way, right? Because you create content to attract the right people. Otherwise, you will present the right offer to the wrong people. Or you will present no offer because you have no offers actually, to someone that is qualified as cash on hand, right? But you offer nothing because you don't know what to offer, right? So that's why you pick the offer first and then you create content, right? You remember that we said something about this Groovy recently, right? So before creating content, let's figure out what the offer is, right? Because otherwise, if you create content, I don't know, around sales goals, affiliate marketing sales goals, and then you present yourself as the real estate agent expert, I say, hey, what the hell? Like, do you do affiliate marketing, real estate, coaching? What do you do, man? It's confusion, right? That's why I always say, once you figure out what's the offer, what are you known for? This is something that you can keep repeating during the live that you do, during the post that you write, right? Or when you talk to people, right? This is up to you. You can pick whatever, like the angle that you pick doesn't care. I don't care, right? The most important thing is that you feel that it's the right one for you. But the thing is, always remember about this, right? Because otherwise, I mean, you will start creating conversation with people, but you don't know what to offer, right? And this is for you guys that you didn't see this last week. This is a cool image that I took from Travis. I didn't want to just recreate a different one. I just prefer to give credit where it's due, right? And this is how you can create a good offer, right? If you are super specific, you offer something that is relevant, right? Or, you know, they have to spend less time to get what they want, or maybe it gets easier to get there. This is when people say, hey, I'd be an idiot not to buy this, right? And the better the offer, the less friction you see, right? Because let's say that I tell you, for just $10,000, you will have, I don't know, for just $10,000, you will make $10,000 a month guaranteed, or you don't pay. I promise you guys, you will find the $10,000 even if you don't have it cash in the bank. Why? Because you say, listen, this offer is too good to be true. Like, I just have to trade 1 month to get this month forever. This is guaranteed, because if it doesn't work, I don't pay, they give me the money back. Boom, come in. I'm gonna call my mom, my dad, my uncle, my grandpa, my ex-colleague, my colleague, my neighbor, everybody. I will start searching for money, collecting money, right? So it's not really about the buying potential, the money that they have, it's more about the offer. That's why the better the offer, the easier it gets. You can send a Google Doc. You can just ask a few questions and post the sale in the chat. Because I mean, it's man, how can I say no, right?
I would say I've since I've joined 6FA, there's this, I'm getting friend requests and messages, not every day, but quite frequently. And I can't remember, only one person has ever sent me a super sweet offer that I thought was very good. I mean, and nobody else does what you distinguishes themselves in this way.
You see, let's say that I send you guys a cold DM saying, I see you're doing affiliate marketing. I can write 25 emails for the new Facebook group joiners for just $25. Are you interested? Well, this is a damn offer. Like it's not $2,000, it's just $25 for 25 emails. Who has time to write emails, right? Or you can just pay me $30 a month and I will send you one new email to your list every single day. Would you say yes? I think so. Because maybe you know that you're supposed to send an email a day to your list, but you're not doing it. Why? Maybe because you have no time, maybe because you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, you have no process, or maybe you're just, you don't know why you're not doing it, right? But for $1 a day, damn, let me write this for you, right? And if you find 30 people, one person a day, you're already making $1,000 per month recurrent. And you can just use the same email for everybody, right? You see, it's pretty easy, right? So the thing is, just find something that you would pay for, create the damn thing, and sell it. So
Find something that you would pay for yourself, and that you,
exactly.
and if I'm willing to pay for it, there's most probably somebody else looking for it as well.
Bingo, that's it. Because I mean, if you're selling post to close, but you say, hey, you know what, this training is shit, it doesn't work. I hate Blake, he's an imposter, right? The things that he teaches, doesn't work anymore. I don't like the training, it's outdated, doesn't yada yada yada. Would you sell it? Like, do you really think that you're going to have the strength, the push to sell it to people? I don't think so. On the other side, if you found a way to sell iPhones, brand new, original, legit, from Apple for $300, you can make $100 for every sale, selling it, and this is legal, what would you do? You would pitch everybody. Why? Because you know that it's a good deal, right? So just find something that you would pay for, right? And by the way, guys, you can use ChatGPT today or all the other AI tools that we have to create emails, to create offers, to create headlines, right? To create posts, to create whatever you want, right? So don't get trapped from the shiny object syndrome thing, because it's easy. Okay, yesterday it was crypto, now it's AI, tomorrow it will be language model or whatever it is, and time flies, and after 6 months you made zero. So let's make money first, right? But the thing that I was saying is, this is super important, right? Don't how can I put this? Like, the idea is, even if you're doing affiliate marketing at the moment, you don't have to be only an affiliate marketer. Let me explain. For example, for you guys, they are promoting other people's product, right? Okay, that's cool. Why are you promoting other people's product? Just because you don't have one, right? That's the reason. If you had a program that was good enough, that would have been better, right? But the thing is, don't think that you have to do affiliate marketing and that's it. Why? Because these skills that you're learning here can guarantee you money forever. What I mean by this? What about sales? If you know how to sell, you can just start working in the sales space, selling for somebody else. They can pay you a salary. Maybe you make more. For example, someone hit me up the other day because they were searching a sales manager, yada yada yada. They offered me $5,000 a month, right? Now, honestly, after working more than 12 years in the IT space, I was working for banks, corporation, big companies. I never made that much money, right? Never made 5K. My maximum, it was 2K, right? Now, what I'm saying here is that if you learn how to sell, first of all, you can sell yourself, and you can work in a niche that makes more money, right? I have a friend that works in the sales, in the chemistry space, but in the sales, right? He's making 10 grand a month. I have another friend, he's an expert in chemistry, like it's not a scientist, but what comes before the scientist? Anyway, he's not making 10K, he's making 3, 4, something, right? Why? Because if you are in sales, you are more valuable than other people. Why? Because you're selling. And the more you sell, the more money the company makes, the more you go paid, right? You get paid. Now, the thing is, why am I saying this? Because we're interested in the skills, right? So don't label yourself like, hey, I only have 2 options. I can keep working as, I don't know, in the post office for 5 grand a month, or I can do affiliate marketing. That's it, only 2 options. No, because you're learning how to sell. So you can create a low ticket offer and then you can work your way up. You can be a sales consultant. You can start working in the phone closer space, meaning you can sell other people's stuff. They book appointments for you. You don't book appointments, and you close the sale for a commission. Let's say that you make 15% for a $10,000 program. This is $1,500 in 60 minutes, or $150 in 60 minutes. I don't think you're making this money in the 9-to-5 space, right? So I'm saying all these things just to show you guys that the skills that you're learning here, all these things are tools that you can use whatever you want. If you like pushing other people's product, that's fine. But don't limit yourself here, right? Because you can start selling to other people on the phone, you can start working in the sales niche, you can be a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, right? The more you learn this space, the more money you can make. You don't have to limit yourself.
Gonna learn. There's a lot of unrelated skills that you don't know that that you're gonna learn, that you're gonna have in 3 years from today that you didn't even know existed. That's how I feel about it.
For example, do you guys, with the things that you learn here, you have a copywriter coach that can help you. You have the training. And by the way, guys, if you didn't watch all the lessons in 6FA, go do it as soon as possible, right? Because of course you have questions. Of course, I'm here to give you all the answers that you need. They always go the extra mile to help you. I think I'm always, willing to do so, like you see this. But at the same time, watch the training, not only once. Because the thing is, you already have the answer. I know that it's easier to say, Mike, how can I do this? I do want to watch 60 minutes video. But at the same time, the more you watch the video, the more you learn these things faster, right? And if you combine this plus the coaching calls, you can ask better question, you can create more opportunities, you make money faster, right? For example, as I was saying is, do you think, guys, that with all the things that you're learning here, copywriting coach, copywriting lesson, how to create content, psychology, persuasion, sales, do you think that you can work as content creation manager or social media manager? Of course you can. Now, this is not the goal of 6FA, right? But at the same time, guys, you're learning, so many skills that you just have to pick the best paid job that you like the most and you go for it.
Now I
mean,
watch. I would say
said no.
I've
I
made it.
said no, sorry, Gore. I
Yeah.
said no to a 5K per month consistent plus bonuses job just because I know that I can make more. And I can go whenever I want. Now we're thinking to move to another country. Maybe we're thinking about Valencia in Spain, you know. We can do whatever we want. I don't have to ask permission. That's the thing. So with all the skills that you're learning here, you can do whatever you want. So please don't limit yourself on the affiliate marketing space or, this and that. No. Open your mind to all these, options. Sorry, Grove, go ahead.
Now I'd say I'm watching the 6FA trainings almost every day, especially the at this moment the fast start process. I mean, I've watched it many times, and it's brought a lot of clarity to me. So I still have to watch it a couple more times. But I'm stuck it. So yeah, great.
Let me ask you this: do you think that watching that video once was enough, or the more you watch it, the deeper is your understanding, or the more things you learn?
The more I watch it, especially today, I was watching the purposeful content creation, the one where Blake starts off and then Todd comes in, and he's talking about the four letters, the building an audience, what's this, that, and I made a note of it, and I thought that's 4 subjects that you can make whole crap load of videos and content from those 4 words. And I'm listened another 10 minutes into it, and there was another word that I thought, I'm writing this down. This is gold. So yeah, and I mean, I've listened to that about probably 4 times already. So I'm picking up new things every time I listen to it.
Let me share something with you guys. I know that the majority of you are working 9 to 5, so I know it's not easy to, watch the training, do the coaching calls, work online, commute. I know that. Like, I was working 9 to 5 myself, right? Now, something that I want to tell you is this. If you say that you have no time, this is a shitty excuse. Let me tell you why. Because you can just wake up 30 minutes earlier in the morning and go to sleep 30 minutes later. And you just watch 30 minutes content in the morning and 30 minutes before going to bed, go to sleep, right? If you don't want to do this, just 30 minutes a day, right? Because a lot of our contents are not like 2 hours long, right? I remember when I joined the St. Moments consulting program, that was 2.5 hours video, every single video. And the program was 6 weeks, right? So you had to watch 2 hours long video a day, but you pay for it, right? So it was not easy, of course, but hey man, like if you want to get to 5K, 10K per month, you think it's going to be easy? It is not. It's easier when you know what to do, when you have someone to help you, but it's not like 10K like this, right? Of course, at the beginning, you have to learn. So it's a little bit like this. And then at some point, right? So I didn't want to take it too long explaining all the things. But guys, don't underestimate the power of the skills you're learning, right? Because maybe you see, yeah, but I joined 2 months ago and I'm still waiting for my first ticket sale. I joined 2 months ago and I only made 2 ticket sales, whatever it is. Yeah, but just think about the skills that you're learning or with the potential knowledge that you have. Let's say that you're doing a job that is a shitty job that you don't like your boss, you want to change. You can do content creation for the people, or social media manager, or sales manager, or you can close sales on the phone. or whatever it is. You can do the setter. You can be a set. Listen, you can work as a setter for 1,500 days plus commission for somebody else. You work online, you work from wherever you want. Do you think that with all the scripts and all the things that you know, you can make it? Of course you can. Right? For example, when I quit my job, I was already making money as a affiliate marketer, but then at some point I said, hey, you know what? I'm sick and tired of doing anything myself, like creating content, attracting people, starting the conversation, getting on the phone, selling to them, and getting 50%, right? I want to be the expert in one thing. So guess what? I started working as a setter. And then I was the sales closer and then the sales coach, and then I started working in 6FA, right? My jump, it was not like this, hey, from IT to phone closer. No, I mean, yes, you can, but let's get there step by step, right? So the thing is, guys, don't limit yourself to be the affiliate marketer forever. You can basically do whatever you want. A lot of people are searching for setters, phone closers, right? Or I don't know, content creation, whatever it is, copywriters, right? Of course, right now with AI, just find the right way to balance between the two. But the thing is, you can just pick your favorite, where you can make more money. You can do something that you like more, maybe than the job that you're doing right now, right? And you can start working your way up. And maybe in the beginning, you're working as a setter, you're working as a content creation, content strategies. You can do the content strategy in the crypto space. They pay a lot. Like, guys, open your freaking mind.
There's probably I think the even any person that's working, that's got a job, most probably have some sort of a skill, something that they do that they don't know they have, that they can teach somebody else. That they and most probably if it's a job, it's going to be something very specific. It's going to be a specific thing they do in their job, in their, what's it, accountant, I don't know, there's 20 different accountants. They're going to be specializing in that thing, and that is something that they can teach other people and create the offer out of that. That's just thinking out loud.
Of course. Yeah, remember, guys, that generally you make like the most of the money are made in the sales space. Why? Because the more you sell, the more money the company makes, right? And the more valuable you are. Because if the company is not selling enough, guess what? You cut the expenses because you don't need this, like really. At the same time, if you make money, I mean, you're very valuable, right? If Grove is closing 30K a month for me, I don't want to let him go because he's super important for my business. But if I see you just as an expense, you're a replacement, right? So that's why I say the skills that you're learning here, guys, the psychology of sales, persuasion, this is not only to sell close to close, super affiliate accelerator, or whatever fuck you're promoting, right? You can sell whatever you want, right?
I obviously what
You
I
can
want.
start selling for SaaS companies, for example. They pay a lot. You see? So it's just up to you. Don't limit yourself.
I think for me, for my experience of sales was always it's a dirty word. It's a, and then a few years ago, about 2-3 years ago, I bought a course on Udemy, 17 to 1 sales and marketing course, and there for the first time, I learned that sales is actually it's completely misunderstood. It's and what I've learned there was it's helping people, and not you just helping people to get what they want. You're showing or helping people to get what they want in an ethical manner, and in an ethical way, and in the process you get paid.
Exactly. And guys, what we're teaching here, it's not to push people, right? It's not brute force pushing people until you get, the sale, right? This is more like the numbers game. The thing is, We don't like that way because it's time consuming, it's brain consuming. Like if you pitch 100 people a day, yeah, of course you will make 5K at the end of the month. After 3 months, you go to the psychiatrist, right? Because you know, you freak out like you're born out, right? So all these things was to say, check the document again. Last week's call was a good one in order to create the offer, right? Remember the idea, the content in the members area, but most importantly, take action. You learn more from your errors than from trainings and stuff, right? So just take action. And if you feel stuck, like I'm saying this for a few weeks now, but nobody told me, hey Mike, I feel stuck with these things, this thing, right? Of course, if it's offer, right? You have the tools to create the offer, right? Let's do this for the next 7 days, like before next call, right? Take action, just make a list of all the things they have to do, right? When you're struggling, when it's working, double down on what's working, yada yada. If in the next days you feel that you're struggling with something specific, tag me in the Supper Hub and I will review your specific case next week, right? So maybe it's the offer, maybe it's how to differentiate yourself, maybe it's how to create content, right? But tell me this before, right? So I can create a coaching call that is specifically tailored to this, right? The more the better, right? Maybe I will only pick one or maybe two, but just share it with me because it's more valuable. Because if Kyle tell me, hey Mike, listen, I get all the knowledge, I put together the offer, but I don't know how to create the guarantee. Boom, let's create together, right? Or this is my offer, but I don't know how to attract the right people. Or I don't know how to create the offer because this is my idea. This is a few ideas that I'm thinking about, but I'm not sure. Boom, let's put it together. But just give me something to work with, right? Otherwise, I can create offers for you, but if it's not something that resonates to you, you don't use it. You say, yeah, but I don't feel confident in promoting this, and you're doing nothing, right? So let's do this. Tap me into Supper Hub and let me help you, right? Make sense, guys?
Yep. Makes sense.
Cool?
Cool.
Awesome. Do you have any question?
No, that makes sense. More clear.
Kyle, Amir, you have any question?
All good.
You good?
But yeah.
Awesome. Okay, guys, so let's wrap up. Please take action. If you feel like they are struggling somewhere, just tag me in the Supper Hub. And I will pick one or two maximum because otherwise, I mean, I do want to do work only in the surface of the problem, right? Let's go deep so we can take like a case study and maybe someone can refer to this after next week, right? To get results and let me help you out to help you, okay?
Cool. Thank you, Mike. Carl, Dexter, Amir. Good night.
Thank you guys.
Cheers, Mike.
Take
You have
care.
a nice
Take care,
one.
Mike.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.